Hello students, welcome back to the English Danny channel. I'm Teacher John and I'm here to help you become great at learning English. Today's lesson is going to be about how to talk faster in English. A lot of students really struggle with speaking quickly in English, and I'm speaking pretty naturally right now, so even if this could improve your listening skills as well once you learn how exactly native speakers speak so quickly. Today we'll discuss 3 things that will help you improve your speaking speed, and you will be able to talk faster. The first thing that we're going to talk about today is using contractions. I know that this seems like a very simple hint or tip, but a lot of my students in particular know that they should contract the word or shorten the word, but they still say the 2 separate words. So for example, a lot of my students will always say cannot instead of can't, or did not instead of didn't. And I know that it's a very simple tip, but if you can really practice on memorizing all of the English contractions, some of the longer ones like haven't or mustn't or shouldn't, wouldn't, couldn't, will really help you save time when you are speaking rather than saying would not, especially because sometimes the pronunciation of would or could might be a little bit difficult for you in your native language. So, for example, just to show you how a sentence can be shortened by the use of a few contractions, I'm sorry, but I cannot go to school today because my mother would not drive me. You can shorten this sentence a little bit by saying, I'm sorry, but I can't go to school today because my mother wouldn't drive me. The difference between these 2 sentences is subtle. So it's a very small difference. But if you can use contractions more and more often, your speaking will be faster because of it. The second hint or tip that we're going to talk about today is reducing verbs. There are actually many verbs that you can reduce in English, and by reduce I mean make smaller and faster, but we're just going to talk about 4 verbs that are very common in spoken English. The first one is going to. You can reduce it to gonna. Want to, which you can reduce to wanna. Have got to can be reduced to gotta, and have to can be reduced to have to. You can see that the ending vowel in the word to has been reduced to an sound, which provides for a very smooth and fast transition to the next word. For example, I'm going to go to school today. If we reduce the verb, we would say, I'm gonna go to school today. I think it's easy to hear the difference between I'm going to go and I'm gonna go. You can see that it's faster. The third hint or tip that we're going to talk about today is reducing the word you. There are a lot of question words in English, especially who, what, where, when, and why, but also would and could are also question words in English. So if we take a sentence, for example, like, what are you doing? And reduce what are you, we can say, what you doing? This is very fast, it's very smooth as well. And this is the way that native speakers talk to each other. The word where can also have the subsequent word you reduced. So, where are you going can be reduced to where you're going. A third example is the word would. If you asked, would you please help me, can be reduced to, would you please help me? Here are some more examples of when the word you can be reduced with question words. What do you or what did you reduce to whatcha? How did you or how do you? Howja? When do you? When did you? When'd you? Don't you? Don't ya? Let me? Lemme. I've got to? I've gotta. Do you want to? Wanna. Did you? Did ya? Okay, students, that's our lesson for today. If you liked this video, please hit the like button below. Also, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in to the English Danny channel.